home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Colorado State Rams, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rams ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Washington's offense will go on the attack first. And, David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? So whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Williams looking for a man. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
So the Colorado State Rams offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage. They can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Back to pass on second down. Gonna let it fly. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Standing in his own end zone looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams will pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Good timing on the quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's on. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Going to the ground. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off play action. The short hands, it's Coleman. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the run, it's Coleman. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Third and short now from their own 48. Williams looking for a man. Pulls it in. It's Coleman. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt. They're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
Hey, he barely got the ball. He just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. To the air on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Huskies come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you can tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
The Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Guys, he's already got 44 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. And the Huskies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Close to the marker, it's Moore. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. A first down run in the red zone. And that's the end of the line on that run, and it's the end of the line for the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. USC put together a breathtaking performance inside the Coliseum. And how do you not liken it to the way Leinart and Bush and Wendell White and Dwayne Jarrett used to just annihilate teams? Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and you can tell he was trying to run with that football before he caught it. That slant route, you stick your foot in the ground, cut towards the QB. Those are one of those plays where he puts it on the money and you just try to make yards after the catch, but keyword being after the catch.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll start this drive from the 42. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Finds a tight end. No chance to run, but still a good game.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable.
Turning it on! Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. He's piled up 76 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And the Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The hand to the running back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams will pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll go to the air. He wants it all. Touchdown, Husky. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Rams send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Williams looking for a man. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Coleman. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for Washington. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the option. Quick toss. He's loose. He's piled up 97 yards on the ground. A very productive 1st half here in the season opener.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington coming to the line with another 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Coleman. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Williams will pass. Going for 6. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Fires to the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. He wants to throw it again. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Winfield. They get him on the ground. Late in the half, they have the first down at the 41. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Winfield. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he plows his way to the 35.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Off-play action on first down. Looking for an open area to his left. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Starting this third quarter on the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Under fire. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Rams will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. From midfield, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, it's a nice positive play on the bootleg going to the right there, and really good decision that time by the quarterback, too, because he's supposed to throw that down the field, but as soon as he turned around, he saw that there was just open space, green grass. Put your foot in the ground, use your athletic ability, and go get positive yards.
Got a man. It's Evans. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. It's complete to the right. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this 2nd half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll run play action. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. Fit it in the window for the score.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. And the returner will be dragged down. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Finds his tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. Pulls it in. It's Winfield. Turns it on at midfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Shut down and shut out in the 1st half, but finally this offense trying to put something together. Got his man. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Rams now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Got his man on the right. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. And the Rams come to the line with a new set of downs. Unloads quickly. Touchdown, Rams! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Boston.
When I'm a quarterback and I see zone and I see my guy curl up real quick, I got to hum it. And he threw that thing with some revolutions, with some velocity right to his receiver so he can make the catch.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Looking to throw for it. He'll throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Boston. Still running at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the offense is finding success throwing this guy's way. He just had a massive, massive play, his longest catch of the game. And I think if you're on offense, you got to keep looking this guy's way. He's now starting to prove that he's eating his guy alive in coverage, and he needs more touches.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Here we go, here we go.
Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Ross. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finding open areas. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Looking for a man. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he's going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
The Rams have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you could tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Rams kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens, and they get out of sync, and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge depth.
There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Rams didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field with the run on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Oh, they're after him. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you could tell. They want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground. But this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football game.
It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of...
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Touchdown, Colorado State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And, man, that was a nice job by the tight end, finding the soft spot in the defense in the end zone on that TD.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, a gigantic collision of top 5 teams, and it is now a final. Texas stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Austin City limits. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed.
Now the pitch.
This could well be the biggest game we see all regular season, and this outcome promises to be a real talking point.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Fires to the big fella. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Gets it past the marker. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Williams looking for a man. The throw. Got a man. It's Boston. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Using his legs to buy some time. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the 1st down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Williams will pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, they were able to come out here week 1 and really feed off the energy of this home crowd. They've been making plays all over the field. You could not ask for a better start to the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Going right to work up top. Got his man in the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Rams in the hurry up.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Marshall. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Going up top again. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
The Rams getting set on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. That's caught. It's Marshall. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Rams in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is the 36. Grab near the marker. It's Winfield. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Tucker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Rams are in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He's got it. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of